I'm back without a warning. So if you see my girl, see your girl right now, say what's up. Let me see. All right. Okay, I think I see me. Is my connection good? Let me know. I see y'all watching, but say something I know that like y'all can really see me clearly. Can y'all hear me? Am I choppy? Let me know. What's good, Carl? What's good, Steve? I got my nieces with me today, so if somebody comes in and says something, just know it's them. Don't be alarmed, okay? What's up, Vicky? What's up, James? So I decided to go live really quick. I got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm not gonna be on here that long. But I'm seeing that it's a lot of women out there that are struggling with relationships. And a lot of the times I see it's because, and I know this may sound harsh, but it's because they have daddy issues. You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about the real shit, y'all. It's a lot of women out there who have daddy issues, and it's hindering them from being able to pursue healthy and solid relationships with men in their adulthood, right? Maybe it's something that happened in their childhood and is carrying over into their adulthood, and they are subconsciously looking for a father in their significant others. Let me break this down for y'all. I see the hearts and likes. Thank you so much. Again, you guys, like this video, share this video, chime in, okay? Follow your girl, subscribe if you're over on YouTube. All of that helps, all right? But let me break it down for y'all. And I got to drop my nieces off in a second, so I can't be on here that long. But I'm seeing that it's a lot of women that are struggling when it comes to finding decent men. And it's because they are subconsciously looking for a father figure in the men that they are choosing, whether that is their husbands or their boyfriends or whomever. They're subconsciously looking for their father. And more specifically, I see a lot of young women, very young women, who maybe had an absentee father or had a father that wasn't really involved in her life like she needed him to be. And they go searching for their father subconsciously in these older men. And then these older men are able to manipulate them and able to get over on them and use them in those ways because he knows how young she is. He knows and understands that she doesn't have a father figure or a male figure in her life to be able to pick up on what he's trying to put down on her, okay, and be able to forewarn her about, what is to come from dealing with certain men. A lot of men see that and they pick up on that and they use that to their benefit or to their advantage when it comes to dealing with women. And unfortunately, because there is a lot of women out there who have not ever experienced a solid male role model in their lives, they're not able to pick and choose and differentiate between what's a good quality man and what's not. So all of their men that they go after are men that they've seen that their mother pursue, okay, and they're usually those deadbeat ass dudes. And so the cycle continues to repeat itself in that way. But if she had a father figure or her father in her life, she would be able to see what's a fuck nigga and what's a king. What's a good man and what's a bum. You know what I mean? And a lot of us don't have father figures to be able to lead by example and show us what a man is supposed to embody. And so we go out here subconsciously looking for our fathers in these older men, in these deadbeat relationships, trying to give ourselves to these men so that they can accept us in the ways in which we feel like our fathers neglected us. I see the hearts and lights. I hope I'm hitting home with y'all. I hope I am. And unfortunately, like I keep saying, like I see this pattern kind of repeat itself throughout the Black community and within my own family. You know, I've seen this happen time and time again, to where like we choose to deal with these no good ass men because we want any piece of a man that can kind of validate us and make us feel like we are wanted, make us feel like we are needed, because you know, we time and time again, we have never experienced a man that really wanted to be a part of our lives. So any man that comes into our lives that shows us any ounce of attention, we feel like that's what we need. That's what we want, you know, because in a way, it's filling some kind of small void within us. And it's making us feel like, okay, this is what it feels like for a man to love me. And a lot of times it's that unhealthy love. And that's why I'm telling y'all, men out there, it is very important for y'all to be a part of y'all daughter's lives. She needs to know the game. She needs to know what a man is supposed to be. She needs to know what a man is supposed to look like. She needs to know what a man is supposed to treat her like. What a man is supposed to be. And if we had these fathers in our lives to be able to show us what love, what genuine love feels like, what real authentic love feels like, we wouldn't go out here searching for love in all of the wrong places. Because we would know, well, that's not a good man because, you know, he don't measure up to what my daddy showed me. Or that is a good man because, you know what, he kind of reminds me of my father. You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all men feel like, well, we just supposed to be a part of our sons' lives because, you know, our sons are supposed to, you know, take over what we're leaving behind. They're taking over the legacy for us, and they're doing this and they're doing that. But the women, the young girls in your life, those are the women that you really need to be teaching, because those are the women who are going to be carrying the seeds of your legacy. You want to be able to pass on that torch to them so that they can raise young kings as well. Not just have your sons out here holding it down and knowing what a man is supposed to be. Your daughters have to know that as well. And I see so many daughters get neglected by their fathers because they feel like, well, shit, she got her mama. So as long as she got her mama, that's all she needs. No, she needs your help and your guidance as well. You need to be putting your daughter up on game and say, you know what? Niggas out here, they're going to act like this. Niggas out there are going to treat you like that. This is what they do. This is how they move. And so now she got it in her mind like, okay, I know the game now because my daddy got me here. My daddy showed me. You know, it's a balance of both. It's a balance of leading by example and also being able to put her up on game. And again, I want to take it back to say this before I get off of here. Y'all fathers out there that are treating your daughters like princesses and like queens, but then turning around and neglecting the women that's in your life, that in and of itself is counterproductive and destructive. Because again, you're going back to showing your daughter that it's okay for a man to treat her that same kind of degradeful way that you are treating that woman that you're involved with. So it's twofold, you know, on all ends, you have to make sure that you are being a part of your daughter's lives. Men, kings, please. If you don't know nothing else, know that your baby girls need you the most. I see so many young girls out here looking for father figures and don't even know it. Tolerating bullshit because they're subconsciously searching for some kind of love from a man because their daddies never gave them that love and that attention. And they're settling for anything and everything. And they're becoming very attached to the wrong kind of man because they didn't have father figures or father role models in their lives to be able to tell them or show them what a man is supposed to be. So they're settling for any and everything. Any and everything. You know, well, he gives me good sex, so that must mean he loves me. I feel the most connected to a man when I'm having sex with him because that's the only time where I feel like I'm getting any kind of real attention or affection or intimacy. And that's where you have these situations where it's all these little young girls that got a whole bunch of bodies on them, and then you turn around and you looking at this young girl like, well, damn, you only 18 and you had sex with how many men? You know what I mean? You only 14 and you had sex with 28 guys? Like, that's ridiculous. And that's because they're trying to fill those voids of having or experiencing what it's like to have a man love them. And they feel like the only way to have a man love you or give you any kind of attention or affection is by way of the physical. But if they had y'all in their lives to show them that love is way deeper than just an orgasm, it'll be a lot more young ladies out here who are on the right path. But they're missing their fathers. They're missing their daddies. They need you. Absolutely need you. I'm tired of seeing it, y'all. And that's why I had to speak on this real quick, because I'm tired of seeing it. I see it all around me. Young girls looking for love in all the wrong places. And then when they come across a decent guy, it's like, well, that's foreign to me. I'm not used to that. That scares me. And then she pushes that guy away because she feels like that's something that's foreign to her. She feels like that's something that's a trap. She feels like it's a setup. Men don't act like this on the regular, so he must be up to no good. But if she knew that a man was supposed to treat her with respect and dignity and class, then she would, that kind of treatment wouldn't scare her off. That kind of treatment would make her feel like it's not exciting, or, you know, like it's some kind of ulterior motive behind a man treating you with respect. Fellas, y'all need to know and understand that you are the glue to these foundations, to these households, period, point blank. You guys need to know and understand that. Stop getting these women pregnant and leaving them. Stop getting these women pregnant and leaving them. Stop being out here having sex with any and everybody that just looks good, that has a fat ass, that has a nice body. Stop doing surface level bullshit and creating these lives that are going to continue to have and pass on these cycles of destruction. We don't know what a man is like because we don't have daddies. We don't know that we're being used and abused because we don't have father figures. We think that kind of treatment is normal. We're supposed to get used up. We're supposed to be baby mamas. We're supposed to be out here just throwing our bodies to any and everybody that gives us attention because we don't know better. We need y'all, fellas. I'm speaking as a young woman that had a daddy in her life. My daddy raised me all the way up until I was 15 years old, and it just crumbled from there. But that's a whole nother story. But my daddy was in my life all the way. My daddy raised, and honestly, I can say, with having a father figure in my life, it really helped me to be able to pick up on like, and it makes me feel bad for the women out there who never got to experience a quality man or a decent man or a father figure or a father in and of itself in her life. And now she's trying to maneuver through life, picking these men that she knows, or maybe she doesn't know, is no good for her because she didn't have that in her life. All she knows is chaos. All she knows is mistreatment and dysfunction, because those are the kinds of men that are constantly popping in and out. So we normalize this kind of behavior. But if we have fathers in the houses, I'm talking about actively in the households, not just you, a father, and you just there, but I'm talking about you're in the household teaching, leading, by example. Because it's one thing to just talk a good game, but not really show and prove who you really are, and actually talking a good game and showing and proving. A lot of y'all don't do that. And so when you do speak stuff as far as the real game, it falls on deaf ears, because it's like, well, damn, daddy, you telling me one thing, but I see you out here doing another thing. So how do I know what you saying is right and exact? Peace, Mingo. He says you on point. You speaking the truth, sister. Peace, Muhammad. You hit a home run on the first strike. Peace, Javon. You have to, y'all. Y'all have to be in these households, fellas. Whether you're raising daughters, sons, or both. They both need you equally. Sons don't need you more than daughters, and daughters don't need you more than sons. They both need you. It's something that you can teach both of them. And when you're not in the household, there's a void there. It's something that is lacking. There's something that's not being taught. We need y'all. Y'all are the glue to the foundation. Y'all hold this shit together whether you want to accept it or not. And the reason why our communities are messed up is because we don't have the structure of man, woman, and child. It's just women raising the children, and men are out here, just spreading seeds all over the town with nobody to lead and direct the household. Y'all are the heads. And so when you see these cycles being passed around time after time, generation after generation, you have to look at y'all. And I know y'all don't like to hear that shit. But we got to take accountability. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. We got to take accountability. Men, a lot of the reasons why our communities are in shambles is because of you guys. And we can go further and say it's by design. Yes, it is. It's by design. They got it set up that way to where the man is out of the house and the woman is taking care of the kids by herself. Yeah, we know it's by design, but it comes to a point in time where you got to say, you know what? I know it's by design, but I'm going to go against the grain. I know it's by design, but I'm a king. I'm a man. Can't nothing or nobody make me do something that I don't want to do. And so you have to make that conscious decision to say, I'm going to be a father to my children. I'm going to raise my children. I'm going to be a part of their lives. I'm going to stick it out with the mother of my children and make our relationships and our marriages work by any means necessary. I'm not just going to pack up and leave the moment that I'm bored, or pack up and leave the moment that I see another fat ass or the next pretty face. No, I'm with this woman because she is my queen and I'm going to respect her and I'm going to honor her. And by me doing that, I am showing and proving to my children how a family is supposed to be structured. I'm showing and proving to my children how a man is supposed to treat a woman and how a woman is supposed to be treated by a man. And so that in and of itself is completely changing the whole dynamic and the cycles that we are always making and continuing to perpetuate, because you are given a whole different outlook and a whole different perspective on how the family is supposed to be. But we cannot continue to keep going out here making these excuses of, well, I didn't have a father in my life, so I didn't know how to be a dad. Or I didn't have a mother in my life, so I didn't know how to be a mother. And my mother had these kind of men coming in and out her life, so that's all I ever knew. It comes a point where we have to say, you know what, enough is a fucking enough. I'm going to break these cycles. I'm going to break these chains. And I have to lead by example and make the proper changes so that my children can be able to pass on a new way of living, a new way of life. But it starts with y'all men. Y'all are the head. Y'all are. I don't care how you try to slice and dice it. I don't care how many women come around talking about we don't need no man. We can do it by ourselves. We've been doing it by ourselves. You can. But is that the natural way? No. And that's why we have destruction and chaos. And that's why we are out of alignment. Because we are going against the natural laws. The man is the head. Y'all are supposed to lead. So when you got these women out here leading, although we're very fucking good at it and we can do it, we need our men to be able to compliment us and be able to lead us as well. And that's why when you have these households where the women are out here leading and being the providers and being the protectors and being the nurturers and taking care of everything, and our men are becoming weak and docile, having to go to a woman to have a woman take care of him. And now, again, the cycle is continuing. Because now we're teaching our sons that it's okay for you to mooch and live off a woman and not be able to take accountability or have responsibilities. And the moment that she is laying upon you those responsibilities, then you want to bounce and go to the next woman that's going to take care of your ass. Well, no, we're done with that shit. Your daughters need you, your sons need you, but fellas, I don't think they tell you enough how much your daughters need you. I'm tired of seeing women out here giving their bodies to a whole bunch of different men, looking for loves in all the wrong places because their daddy never gave them the love that they need. I'm tired of seeing women sacrifice and neglect their own well-being for the sake of keeping a no good ass man in their lives, because any piece of a man is better than no man at all. I'm sick of that shit. And if they had their daddy, they would know better. If they had their daddy, they would be like, you know what? I would rather be fucking single than to run around with a no good ass dude in my life just to feel like I'm being loved a little bit by a man. You wouldn't have these young girls, these young teenage girls running around with 30-year-old men or men 15, 13, 12 years older than them, 17. Y'all laughing, but I'm dead ass serious. I'm sick of seeing shit like that because she looking for her daddy subconsciously. And this man is the closest thing that she's ever experienced to having a father figure. So she'd rather lay up with him. It's kind of sick when you really think about it. It's kind of twisted when you really think about it. But that's the kind of communities that we are building. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get with her. She's 17. I know I'm almost 30, but that's cool because I can be able to mold her and make her do what I need her to do. And then she like, well, I got me a grown man. I got me a real man. I ain't never experienced this before. Maybe this man will finally give me the love that I'm subconsciously searching for. Even though he ain't no good and he just trying to use and abuse me because he really is trying to use my age against me, use the fact that I'm so naive against me. But you know what? It is what it is. Because I'm finally experiencing what it's like, or what it's supposed to feel like, or what it feels like, rather, to have an older man in my life that resembles my father. I guess that's what my father would, if he loved me, this is what it would feel like. They're looking for that, fellas. And if you guys would just simply stick in your daughter's lives and your sons, I'm not downplaying the fact that you guys need to be a part of both of their lives, but especially your daughters. My damn nieces are not acting a damn fool. I told y'all. But I just have to say that real quick. Like this video, share this video, follow your girl, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're going to have these uncomfortable conversations from time to time. I don't know when I'm going to go live, so just make sure you hit the notification bell, because I go live randomly now because I'm so damn busy. But if it's on my heart and on my chest, I'm going to speak about it. And this was really heavy on my chest because I'm experiencing something very close to home regarding this. And I feel like it needs to be discussed. It's too many of us young women out there who don't know what it's like to have a solid man or a real man or a king in our lives, leading us and teaching us and putting us up on game. And so now when we're getting older, we're being led astray. We're being led in the wrong direction. And we don't know how to pick and choose and maneuver through the no good ass men and the good quality men. And then when we get good quality men, we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to act with it. We like, I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to? I don't know how to keep this man interested in me. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. We need y'all men to step up to the plate and be fathers, especially for your daughters. Absolutely. It is no excuse. Put your daughters up on game so when they get older, they'll be able to know this is what a man is. This is what a man isn't. This is what love feels like. This is what love is not supposed to feel like. I see the hearts and likes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I gotta go drop these little gremlins off. I love them so much. They all day, every day, y'all. But I'm going to drop them off, and I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Monday. I don't know. I'll be doing a lot of studying. But fathers, please be a part of your daughters' lives. They absolutely need you. It's too many women out here struggling and suffering and tolerating bullshit just to experience a man. And they're not even dealing with real quality men in and of itself in the first place. So please, your daughters need you. And most importantly, fellas, lead by example. Don't just tell your daughters how a man is supposed to treat you. Show them by way of the way you treat women in your life, by way of the way that you treat them, by way of the way you treat their mother. Lead by example. Don't be out here telling your daughters, yeah, a man's supposed to, cater to you and take care of you and provide for you. And then she looking at you and you got women taking care of your ass and you disrespecting and degrading them and cheating on them. That ain't the way to go, fellas. We got to show and prove. With that being said, much love and peace. I'll see y'all later. All right, YouTube. I'll see y'all later as well. Much love and peace.